What is going on? My name is Stuart Ella, and today I'm going to be giving you a rundown on how to build the 4x4 network trolley jack. Now there are different variants of this jack. Today we're going to be building the 3-ton variant, but there are different modes. Without further ado, let's get stuck into it. It's going to be a step-by-step guide so that you can build your jack and get you out of trouble wherever you are. So, we've just taken the lid off and now it's time to get stuck into building it. For starters, you should definitely open the box the right way. So, if you open this and the plank of wood is on the top, you have opened it upside down. So, I'm currently looking at the bottom of the jack, and right here I can just see it has a massive skid plate underneath, which is absolutely perfect for when you're on the beach and you've done a mischief. So, say you do a bead on Fraser Island and you need to jack the car up to change the wheel. Most jacks you're going to struggle with, but this jack is really well designed that the 4 wheels will sink into the sand, but this massive skid plate will catch on the sand as you go to jack it up. And there's a ton of other features, but in the meantime, let's get this flipped over and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, have a geese at the size of this ratchet is absolutely massive. My tools aren't here, so I'm using the old man's. But these, this is actually using Minecraft. But a 22mm socket is what fits this. You do not need a thing this big. This is a massive ratchet, but it is literally just as simple as taking off these nuts and putting your wheels on. So it was literally as simple as that. Literally took the nuts off, slipped the wheels on. I've gone with the big wheel at the back and the small wheel at the front. And then I've just gotten a breaker bar with a 22mm socket and I've gone and nipped it up. They are nylock nuts, so they are nice and strong. I don't imagine you'd ever want to take these wheels off, so it's really good that they're nylon nuts and it's not going to vibrate off sort of thing. I intend on putting this jack in my tray. I'm currently getting a custom tray built and I am building it to incorporate this jack because it is a common thing that most 4-wheel drives, because their wheels are so big, their diffs are that far off the ground, that when you actually need to lift it to a height that is actually usable, you can't. A little bottle jack isn't going to save you, and realistically, whenever we lift our 4Bs, we use a trolley jack. So this is going to be an awesome bit of kit. I'm going to hit them with the ratchet, and it's going to look absolutely awesome. I might even hit them with the breaker bar because I have no intention of ever taking these wheels off. So rinse and repeat now. I'm just going to flip the jack around, put the other 2 wheels on, and then I can start showing you all the other components that are here. It also does come with an instruction manual that I highly recommend you read. It's got everything in there from greasing to jack heights to everything. It's well worth the read. So as well as watching this video, definitely go check this out. So now that you have your wheels on, I'm going to run you through the next sort of step in the process to assembling it. This here is this little clip attachment is how you keep your little bottle jack stand. Now this is cable tied in. All you want to do is just get a bit of side cutters or pliers to release that. Now once you have this out, you can pull this out, and this is the selling point of this jack. Literally like this, clips in, give this little dial a twist, and that is it. Now once you have your pole in, that is an extension for your car. But wait, it gets better. This thing is absolutely designed for all 4-wheel drives. With a simple pull of the pin, just like this, you can pull it up, and it's got 3 extension modes on how high you want your jack. So my cruiser, once it's lifted, will be on 35, so it's going to have quite a lot of clearance behind the diff, and I really want to get it jacked up real high. So as simple as that, I've now got it in like that. I'll back this dial off again, slot it in there, give it a twist, tighten up the dial again, and look at that. Look at the height I have from the ground to the top there, and we haven't even jacked it up yet. Next step is to grab your extension poles. Now this is pretty straightforward. I shouldn't need to explain this. A little pin you push in here, as simple as pushing it in there, give it a little twist and make sure it locks in. Next step you want to do is lock this in the back of your jack. Now before you want to do that, there is a little limiting block that comes in here out of the box. So you just make sure you give this a nice push down, and you pull out this little block, and if you watch here, that'll spring up. Now if you're looking at a trolley jack, I hope you know how it works. With the pump of the action going up and down like this, it'll pump this up. But to let the jack down, most jacks either twist left or to the right. Now to do this, there is a square drive on the edge of this pole. There's also a greasable nipple inside of this attachment here. So it is as simple as sliding it in like this, making sure it all lines up, and then there's a dial on the back here that you just give that a little twist. Just like that, that is the jack assembled. I'll give you a quick rundown of how it works, and then we'll put it down on the ground, and I want to show you one of the cool features that Ryan made sure he incorporated. But as simple as this, just jacking up and jacking down, massive clearance. That already would have lifted my cruiser with the extension of this. And if you want to let it down, looks like we're just going to twist this to the left. Oh, and I've fully twisted to the left, and it has slowly dropped. Now I'm sure it'll drop differently when it's got weight on the car, so make sure to do it slow and controlled, but it is simple as that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twist this off, pull my pin out, and I'm gonna drop this jack to the standard height. And with just the pull of the pin, it is as simple as that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use this for a little while because my cruiser is still stock. I've only got 35s on it. I'm going to put this little thing in here, tuck him nice away. I'm gonna pull this clip over and tuck it away. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've just gone and given every little bolt a nip over just because I plan on doing this once and doing it properly. I don't wanna be out in the bush and have to whip out tools to fix my tools. So I've just given it all a nip over, and I think it's ready to lift the car. So we'll put it on the ground, and I want to show you a cool feature that it has, and then we'll roll the cruiser out and we'll see if we can give it a lift. My favorite little feature is this little latch on the back here. So if I go down like this, it will pump the jack up. Oh, if I turn it to the right, we'll give it another pump. Just like that, it'll go up, and then you drop it down to go left. And now that's the full range of motion of this store. But you flick this little latch here on the back, and then all of a sudden, the stick only comes down halfway and hits that latch. And that makes it really easy to maneuver and twist around this jack. So with all that blabbering done, we've gone and we've built the jack. I think it's time to put it under the cruiser and see how well it actually performs. Even that is 10 times better than my old trolley jack that just runs across the ground. You'll be dragging across the shed and you'll just wake everyone up at like 9 o'clock on a Friday. Look how simple that is. Let's put it underneath the car. Okay, so my camera died, so I'm just filming off my phone quickly. But I just wanted to show you how high that it actually got the car, and I didn't even use the little jack extension. So that is just the wheel. I've just jacked up the right side of the car, just off the diff, right on the pumpkin there, and I didn't even use the extension there. So that is just impressive. I probably should have set that up better. Oh my gosh. Like that, it really shows how effective it is. Now I really hope this video showed you an accurate description of what to do when you get your jack, how to build it, and just what to do once you get your hands on it. Once you get your jack, tag 4x4 Network, bloody hell, even tag myself. I want to see you out there using these things. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked. Make sure to grab yours one today.